After TS Singh Deo resigns from Rural Department, Chief Minister Baghel reacts to TS Deo's resignation. He says unaware of Deo's resignation. He says Dal Deo could not reach him. Another Congress state stares at an implosion perhaps. Is TS Singh Deo Chhattisgarh's Shinde now? That's the big question. Reporter Sumi Rajapan is joining us live from Raipur. Sumi, what's going on right there in Chhattisgarh? Questions arising on whether TS Deo is turning out to be another Shinde of Maharashtra.
Yes, absolutely. We have Congress's first reaction, and in fact, this reaction has come from the man in question himself, the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel. And in fact, he said that he didn't know about the resignation. He didn't know about this entire development taking place yesterday evening, and he himself hasn't received the resignation letter yet. In fact, once he receives the resignation letter, he will look into the matter and he will deliberate on it as well. However, he also tried reaching out to the MIFT Health Minister yesterday. He phoned him, however, couldn't get through, and which is why he hasn't still have a word. He hasn't had a word with TS Singh Deo, who has now resigned from the Panchayat and Rural Development Ministry. And that is a significant development that's coming our way since yesterday. And in fact, yesterday evening was the time at 6 p.m. when he resigned. He submitted his 4-page elaborate resignation letter to the Chief Minister, highlighting a lot of discrepancies that went within the ministry. In fact, he said that there was a constitution of committee that took place and was headed by the Chief Secretary, and this committee was also formed by the Chief Secretary to get the final approval of the projects. So there was a disrespect and discontentment within the ministry that was taking place, and certainly it also highlights and put the context back in place the scuffle that is going on between the two stalwarts of the Chhattisgarh politics. Remember, the Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel and TS Singh Deo, they have been at loggerheads, and Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel is not letting TS Singh Deo take over as a Chief Minister. TS Singh Deo has been constantly meeting with the Congress top brass. However, he has been completely unsuccessful with his attempt of being the Chief Minister. And that has led to all of these problems, and which is why we're witnessing this recent development, a massive decision coming from TS Singh Deo after resigning from the Panchayat and Rural Development Ministry. However, he still remains to be the Health Minister, and apart from Health Ministry, he has 4 other ministries to take care of.
All right, thanks so much for joining us with the very latest details right there.